You might just see me as another person who didn't like the Acolyte. But that's not true. I did like the Acolyte for the most part. I even got the merch. Yeah, I got the action figures. So that should tell you how much I like the Acolyte. So the series starts off with this assassin character, and they go up to this Jedi called Indara. Indara goes, "Yes, my child," which is kind of weird. Like, I don't know why that she said that. I guess she said that because I guess Leslie wanted to try and make it sound cool, but yeah, I don't know how to defend this one. Yes, my child. I don't know. Maybe it's because like Indara is supposed to be like really old, and this character's like young. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but yeah, whatever. So she says, "Yes, my child." I'm not saying Carrie Ann Moss is old. I don't think 57 years old is that old. Yeah, I just don't really understand this line, if I'm being honest with you. It's kind of weird. Anyway, she says, "Attack me with all your strength." And, Indara's like, "Jedi don't attack the unarmed." And she's like, "Yes, you do." And then she fights someone who isn't even involved, and then that gets her involved, and they have a fight scene, and then she throws knives at her, and she stops it with a lightsaber. So then she throws it at a civilian, and she stops it with the Force, and then, the assassin kills Indara. Yeah. Okay, so I like this fight scene a lot. I think the fight scenes in the show was really good. I can see why people were upset about killing off Indara. You know, yeah, I do think they should have like kept her alive. I think it's a interesting start to the show, but I do think it should be a lot more to make people interested in the show. Like, this is the scene that should be hooking people in, you know? And, like, yeah, it's a cool, like, scene. There's this, assassin that is interested in killing this Jedi in particular, and it's not really known why. And she fights her and then kills her. Now, I understand where people are coming from with, oh, so a knife can kill a Jedi, but a lightsaber can't. I think that's a really fair criticism. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, really, does it? And it might sound like I'm, not really defending the Acolyte, but I'm just kind of being realistic. You gotta be realistic, because if you're not realistic, then you're gonna sound like an idiot. You could argue they wanted it to be a twist, because they really advertised her, being in the show, and then bam, first episode she gets killed. So you could argue, the intent was it was gonna be a twist, but the problem with that is that the trailers kind of gave it away. There's a scene from the trailers that gave it away. Not only that, but they also kind of released the scene, was it, I think it was a day, was it a day or two before the actual release of the show? And again, I think if the trailers didn't really reveal that she got killed, maybe that would have worked. But, I don't know. I just think, if I'm being honest, I don't think it's a good idea to, advertise a character into being into a show and then killing them off straight away, because, well, that's, gonna make people really look forward. I mean, like, she's a really big actress, and you know, people were looking forward to see her as a Jedi. And so yeah, people were disappointed. And I feel like they should have probably done that in some other way. I think they should have, you know, maybe done something unexpected, you know? Like, maybe show the assassin murdering someone, but the audience don't know who it is. And have some Jedi go on a mission, and so, but for some reason they can't contact the Jedi, and so the audience are intrigued to what Jedi got murdered, just like the Jedi would be intrigued to what Jedi got murdered. Something to like hook the audience in, and then you could, if you want Indara to be murdered, you could have Indara be murdered, and at the end of the episode, and that's a twist. It's a reveal, and everyone's like, "Wait, what? I thought they were in the show. Wait, what? I thought they were in the main. What? You know what I mean? That probably would have been a better way to do it." So, let's open up Indara. Indara, I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh. I say the assassin, but really, everyone knew that it was two twins. And that's, again, because of the trailers giving it away. So, that's really unfortunate, because that could have been a good twist. So, again, I feel like they really messed up with the trailer, So here we know that there's Osha, and then there's May. Thanks to the trailer. And you could say, oh, well, they can't control YouTube's subtitles. No, they can't. But what they can do is not show clips of, the second character. I think they should have just mainly shown the assassin, Because even, like, the assassin not dressed as the assassin is kind of a giveaway that something's different. I mean, this is Star Wars, If you wear a uniform, you wear a uniform. You don't see Jedi, unchanging into a different outfit. And so, yeah, if they're in a different outfit, they're probably a different person, Now, so far, you probably think, okay, I'm barely defending the Acolyte. I'm just making fun of it. I'm not. I swear, I'm literally trying my best to defend the show. I really am. I'm trying my best to come up with conclusions and excuses and reasons. I really am. I swear, I'm trying my best. There are lots of parts in the show that I think are really good, and the more you watch, the more you'll see that. So anyway, we cut to the other twin, Osha, and she's just got up, and she's in a ship. She's a Metnik, so, that's cool, like an engineer. Then this Jedi comes in and, questions her, because she was out last night, and, yeah, honestly, I don't really... It's kind of a coincidence that she's out when this killing happens, right? I mean... Okay, look, hear me out. I ID her, and like, we learn she used to be a Jedi, like, and so... Okay, yes, she's Force sensitive, they know that. But, that's all they know. They know she used to be a part of the Jedi, and she failed. And this guy comes in and says, "Oh, it's her," and that's all they need to arrest her. Like, what? Yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird. You can fake images in Star Wars. Like in The Phantom Menace, where, a hologram is faked, where a character is pleading for help and they say it's a trap, it's fake. And so, you know, things can be faked, like, like hologram footage can be, people can lie as well, you know? That's a thing. People can get paid off and they can lie and frame people. And so, you know, they don't even question any of these things. They just kind of, you know, be like, well, it must be you. And then just kind of, arrest her. So, yeah, kind of weird. Okay, look, to be fair, right? Maybe Leslie just forgot about this, okay? You know, like, it's very possible. And, is that an excuse? Well, no, not really. I mean, you know, it's Star Wars. You should be very careful about what you're writing, and you should be making sure it makes sense in that world. But, whatever, right? Maybe she forgot, okay? However, I think you can only get away with something like this once, Like, if there's any other mistakes, then it's kind of bad writing, Like, as a writer, I feel like you should be checking your script, And if you're not checking your script, there's going to be a few mistakes. Let's open Osha, because I think she's a really cool character and a really cool action figure. She comes with quite a few things. So yeah, let's open it. I mean, if you think about it, right? Even the show being cancelled. Oh yeah, if you didn't know, the Acolyte got cancelled. Makes these figures a lot more special. Because, because it's cancelled, they probably won't make a lot of them. So it makes it more special. And if you really think about it, if something's special, would it have potential to do another season or movie in the future? Maybe, I don't know. And if that's the case, I wouldn't mind it if it's written a little better, I mean, it's possible they told Leslie, who wrote The Acolyte, to, do a bit of bad writing. You might think I'm crazy, but it all helps. It all helps. If you heard what I just said, you're probably a bit confused. So I basically said, they probably told Leslie to write bad on purpose. And the reason why I said that is that I have a theory that basically they want to make, drama on purpose, and they want to make, like, bad shows on purpose because, it creates, more, like, people talking about it, and it, gets new, like, viewers, into Star Wars. Because every time it happens, you always get, like, people, especially, I've, like, witnessed it a lot, where, like, people who don't watch Star Wars, they hear about the drama and then they tend to, get into Star Wars. Now, one thing people will say is, oh, well, Disney call people, all these, like, names that, like, they just aren't. Like, they'll call them a bigot, they'll call them sexist, they'll call them racist when they're not, just because they don't like it. That's just Disney. They've always done that, Sometimes it's true, there are racist people out there. Yeah, but, like, for Disney to say, oh, well, these people are racist if they don't like something, it's ridiculous, but that's Disney. I think I have a theory on that. I think they do it on purpose because it causes drama. Drama makes people talking. The more people talk about a show, good or bad, people are talking about it, and it makes more people interested. Oh, what's the drama about? Especially, people are more likely to get into a show if people are talking like, nasty, or like there's drama behind it. And so I think that's why Disney do it. They're causing drama to get more people in, because Disney are about making money, and so that's what I think it's about. It's about making money. And so that's why, I think they do all this every time, because it gets people talking. It gets all the big YouTubers, drama. It's drama, gets them talking. And, obviously, like, I do think Disney don't like, it's like 50-50, like, it does help them a bit, but at the same time it doesn't. Like, it can be a 50-50, depends on the person. Someone could see the drama and it might put them off. Someone could see the drama and it might put them on, and they want to, get invested in the show. But 50-50. But I think, the YouTubers that do say their opinions, obviously, I do think Disney don't like that, because, because they're so popular, and because people are sheep, people will follow the YouTubers, and that's not the YouTubers' fault, that's the people's fault, And so Disney, I don't think they should be blaming that on the YouTubers, because if anything, they're helping them. I think they should be blaming that on the people who, like, listen. You can watch something, you don't have to agree with everything that person is saying. You have a mind of your own. You can say what you want to say, and you can believe in what you want to believe in. And so, when there's like drama, you can watch a video, and you can like it, you can enjoy the video, but you don't have to agree with what they're saying. I watch like all these videos all the time, and I don't agree what they're saying. I might do here and there with little things, but I don't agree what they're saying, but I'm still capable of in liking that video and liking that content. So, but I think there are a lot of sheep out there that will just, like, instantly their opinion is someone else's, and so I think it's people, people are the problem. And I do think maybe Disney do get frustrated, because really all they want is, more attention to the latest, product that they've done. And sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. And I think they get frustrated about that, because at the end of the day, they're just trying to make money, And so, yeah. Do I think it's, like, a nice thing? No, not at all. I think it's a horrible thing to do, But, I also think fans are quite horrible as well. I mean, nowadays, it's like, you have an opinion, someone's attacking you, and it's like, what? What? Like, the whole fandom is just, like, it used to be something nice where, like, it's all connected. Now, it's the opposite, it's disconnected. You say one thing that someone disagrees with, it's over, Like, suddenly, you've caused a war. It's insane. And so, it's a shame that people can't see an opinion and just be like, okay, cool, I respect that. Here's my opinion. It has to be, what? Blah, 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 And I do think a lot of actors, they get paid to cause drama. I mean, come on. Don't you think it's a weird coincidence that, like, every time Disney do something, suddenly there's an actor that says something that causes drama? Don't you think that's a bit weird? Like, no, it's done on purpose. They're paying the actors, to cause drama. And if that's the case, do I blame them? No, because they're just trying to make a living. Hell no, And so, yeah. if that would be the case, I would blame Disney, because they're, causing it, and like, at the end of the day, I'd say, like, I don't like the drama because it causes really bad mental health to a lot of people, but then again, that's on them. They don't have to watch a video, they don't have to look into the drama, they don't have to react to the drama. And so, it's literally 50-50 on all sides. Disney trying to make money, and also, Disney just trying to get more people in, but it's also backfiring, and it's also, Disney losing out sometimes. With the fans, it's like always, they like complain about things, but then at the same time, when you have something you really want to happen, and then it happens, you're not always satisfied, you know what I mean? And so, and then you also have, things where you have new fans coming in, and it might not be what you want because of the drama, and so, and so they could leave, so it's like Disney, fans, and, other people outside of it, and so it's always 50-50 on everything. I do think The Acolyte is just an average Disney show. People make it out as though it's the worst thing Disney have ever done. This one has destroyed Star Wars. But, it's only until the next one destroys Star Wars. And so, people just saw this show and took a lot of frustration and put it on it. The show itself is just an average Star Wars show. Some parts are good, some parts are bad, and that's how it is, And you'll get some shows that are decent, but most of the shows, are not as good. And I think that's probably because, I think a lot of people at Disney, here's another theory I have. I think they do it on purpose to cause drama, because it's Disney. They're capable of making incredible Star Wars films, incredible Star Wars shows. They've done it, and it's odd how some of the writers, the same writers who have done really good stuff, can do a really bad season or movie. So I do think it's done on purpose. I think it's done on purpose, and I think it's done to cause drama, and it works, And, that's what I think. I do think Disney are very smart, I think everything they do is on purpose, And you might think I'm crazy, but if you really think about it, it makes sense, it works. Every time there's drama, it does get people talking. No matter what way, it does get people talking. And so it works. It works. I mean, I'm not saying they don't mess up, I'm just saying the media side of it, I think, is planned. Anything to do with, like, Disney parts or Disney World or them getting sued is all them, I'm not saying they don't mess up and they're just completely master geniuses. I'm not saying that. But, yeah, I do think they do plan things and make it look like they're constantly, fucking up when they're not. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, I think I'll definitely give her the blaster. And I think I will give her... Oh, I wonder, will this bit... Can she put... Comes with her little robot friend. Can't remember what the robot friend is called. I have no nails, so it's a bit hard to get them out. There we go. Managed to do it. Wow, look at the detail on that. You can even take out the head, just like in the show, which is very cool. I love the detailing. Yeah. The detailing on these figures is actually incredible. I love it. So can it go in there? Is that what that's for? It can go in there. Wait. Yes. Look at that. Pip, that's it. Pip. I forget what the droid's called. It's called Pip. Alright. And now we have her thingy. Her thing that she uses. She's like a mechanic or something. I think. Is that what she's called? Yeah. Yeah, nice. Look at that. Look at that. That's well cool, isn't it? I love that. That's great. Yeah, so that's Osha. And yeah, she's looking cool. Looking really cool. Yeah. Kind of wish they would do like, you know, Sith Ulsha or Acolyte Ulsha. No, she ended up being a Sith, right? It would be cool if they did Sith Ulsha, you know, with like they could do like half blue lightsaber, half red. And you know where it's changing. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, well, don't know if they'll do that, but you know. Yeah, cool. So there's Osha. Oh yeah, so basically we learn that Osha also has two mums as well. Okay, cool. You know, if I had a nickel every time, yeah, a character owned by Disney, you know, had two mums, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice, right? Anyway, something I do want to say that's a positive is that I do think the acting is good, actually. You know, lots of people were saying, like, Amanda, she just, you know, does a really bad job of playing both of these characters. And I have to disagree because I think she does a good job. You know, both characters feel quite different, you know, and that's hard to do when you're filming, you know, the same show. So I think she did a good job of playing both of those characters. Anyway, so yeah, we head to Coruscant, and we see this Jedi, Master Soul, which is the best part of the entire show. Let's talk about my favorite Jedi, Master Soul. He was the figure that made me want to get any of these figures in the first place. I was like, well, I'm definitely getting the Soul figure because Soul is just perfect. He really is. He's the best part of the show, you know. And the actor, he's phenomenal. He really is. I mean, the guy didn't even speak English fluently, and you can't tell. I don't care what people are saying. Oh man, sometimes you can't understand him. I don't know why I went American, but yeah. You can, okay? He sounds great. He sounds really good. And, yeah. And you know I'm telling the truth, because obviously I'm only a small YouTuber, but, you know, I say it how it is, you know? And I know lots of these big YouTubers, they get bought and, they say stuff because they get paid to. I'll never be like that. I like 99% of what Disney do. It's true, I do, but, there are things that I won't like, and I'll say it how it is. I'm not going to say something is perfect, But, chances are I'll like it more than I wouldn't like something. And so in the future, if I ever got big on YouTube and Disney wanted to invite me, they could do, because chances are I'm more likely going to like something that they do than I won't. But because it's just the way I am. I like things more than I don't like things. But yeah, he's just a brilliant character, and I wanted him to be part of my Jedi collection. And then I saw all the others and I was like, damn, you know what? Why not? I'll get the others and do a video on it. But yeah, he is the one that I was gonna get for a fact, no matter what. I really wanted to get this Soul figure. I mean, he's just a great Jedi, The only reason why I got all the others is because I was like, well, wouldn't it be great to just get all the others for the sake of it? I mean, as a collector, it's that the collector part of me just said, hey, come on, get all the others, and then you'll have them all together. And so I did, and I'm glad I did, because these figures are really great. I mean, I can't wait to get him out. Let's get him out. Go. There he is. Ready for battle. Ready for battle. Yes. He looks great. Yeah. He looks like a really cool Jedi, I really like the look of like his Jedi gloves. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. He's kind of like he's like a Qui-Gon and an Obi-Wan mixed together, like the Qui-Gon is like the caring part and he refuses to listen to the council. And the Obi-Wan part is like, he's a really good fighter. Yeah. And, he's a caring Jedi. I really like him. He's really cool. Yeah. Oh shit, I haven't talked about Yod yet. Should we talk about Yod? Yeah, let's talk about Yod. And then we have Yod. Yod. It's Yod. I think Yod is it called Yod? Yeah, I think it's called Yod. I think it's he's a really cool character. Mostly because of the yellow. Now, yes, I know Rey got a yellow lightsaber, but he's a guy. He's the first ever guy Jedi that they've done that has a yellow lightsaber. And so that's pretty cool. Before you tell me Luke has a yellow lightsaber in the comics, I mean in live action, okay? I mean in live action. Right? So, yeah. So, yeah, I'll get my, yellow lightsaber. I'm getting, it's not out yet. But they've made a retractable one. It's out now. So, yeah, you can get that on Amazon if you want. I'm not sponsored. Bro, I want to be sponsored one day, I can't lie. And so when they do that, and I've got the yellow retractable lightsaber, I'll feel like Yod, because he's the only guy, Jedi, with a yellow lightsaber. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say, because in the comics, Luke had a yellow lightsaber, but that's just in the comics. Now I think that was in Legends as well. Whereas this is like the first time it's ever been done on screen, and it's also the first time it's ever been done in canon on screen. So yeah, pretty cool, Yeah, and it's pretty cool to have a male character that finally has a yellow lightsaber. In the show there were other Jedi side characters that you saw for like 2 seconds that also had a yellow lightsaber, but obviously they're not selling these, so you know what I mean. Yeah, they did an action figure with Yoda with a yellow lightsaber, and it's pretty cool. It definitely makes him stand out. So yeah, it's pretty cool to have a Jedi with a yellow lightsaber. It's pretty cool, and I really like that. Yeah. Anyway, back to Soul. So he's like training the younglings, right? But then this other Jedi comes in called Master Venestra, and she tells Soul about basically the murder of Indara, and this affects Soul because Indara was his student, I think, or Padawan. I don't know. It's kind of confusing in the show. I think she's his Padawan. I think. But I don't know, it's kind of weird because she kind of like bosses him about in later episodes as though, he was her Padawan. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. We'll get into that in the future. But yeah, I don't know. I think she's his Padawan. Maybe. I think. I don't know. I don't really care that much. Anyway, she tells Soul about this, and, he's like, oh, well, that's unlikely. And she's like, yeah, well, basically, she did it. Like, a lot of evidence is pointing against her, which is, like, crazy because the only evidence against her is that she went out and the guy who was there said it was her. That's about it. Okay. Cool. So she basically says that she's gonna look into the case and that does she have Soul's support on it, even though he doesn't really believe that, Osha did it, and he says, yeah, of course. I mean, me personally, I'd probably be more like, is there any evidence? Do you have footage of her doing it? Have you asked any, civilians that was near the area? Have you tested for DNA? Because that's the thing. That's how they test, Jedi are Force sensitive. So, you'd think that that'd be like the first thing they'd think of. But, yeah. Okay. I mean, they literally showed this in this show. So, there's no defending this, really. I mean, if they use DNA to find Force sensitive people, why wouldn't they use DNA for a crime scene? For a murder of a Jedi? I don't know. Kind of weird. So anyway, yeah, she escapes prison and, yeah. Then we meet a new Jedi, Jackie. She's really cool. I like Jackie. She's Soul's Padawan. Either Indara was Soul's Padawan, but she wasn't, and then she got killed, or she was never his Padawan. I don't know. Well, he has a new Padawan now. Anyway. The Jackie figure was the first figure to come, so I opened it off camera. So, yeah, that's why, I didn't video me taking her out the box. What? Yod? You're here too? Nah. She doesn't like Yod. I don't know why. Probably because he keeps flashing her for some reason. I don't know why. Why? Yeah, I think it's really cool having them without their robes. This is the first time I've actually, took off their robes. So, yeah, pretty cool. It's like, technically, it's like, two figures in one. And so, wow. So much more movement than, I thought. That's really cool. You really get the movement from, taking off the robe. Yeah, really cool. It's really, really cool. So much articulation, It's just really cool, seeing them without their robes as well. Yeah. I really like her outfit because it's more like the known Jedi outfit. That's pretty cool. And then obviously the man, the legend, Soul. Wowza. Very, very cool. Something I did notice is if you look at Yod's hands, similar to Soul's. So I don't know if it's just all the guys in the Jedi Temple like that. Because they don't have that. Look. See? So I wonder if that's just a guy thing. And they have them. I don't know. But I found that interesting. Cool. Anyway, basically, Soul, goes looking for Osha because, Vanestra is like, yo, she escaped. And he's like, I'm gonna go looking for her. If it's true, then I failed her. Then Vanestra is like, don't do it. And he's like, well, I'm gonna do it. And then she's like, okay, cool, do it then. So yeah, he looks, to try and find her to bring her in. And then Osha's like, I didn't do it. And then he's like, I believe you. Then May shows up and is like, yo, I'm still in this episode, remember? And then this random Sith guy is doing a speech about how the Jedi are basically indestructible to weapons. When we see a weapon easily kill a Jedi. Yeah. Cool. Okay, Leslie must be trying really hard to fuck this up. I mean, come on, man. This writing is bad. It is. There are some good parts in the show. But yeah, the first episode doesn't really have any good parts apart from the fight scene at the beginning, really. But yeah, as a first episode, I don't know, man. it I don't know, man. The only thing decent about this episode is, it's got a cool fight scene in the beginning. You find out about the characters. That that's I don't know. I don't know what to say about this episode. That's about it, really. You find out about the characters, and it has a cool fight scenes at the beginning. I don't know what else is there to say about this episode. You're probably wondering why I haven't done May yet. That's because it literally took a month to come. It's insane. Like, it took a month for this figure to come. All the others came like that, but this one took ages to come, and that's why I haven't opened it yet. So yeah, I will open this in part 2. Yeah, I'm gonna do each episode in every part. So this is part 1. So in part 2, I will open the May figure. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.